Hey, everybody. I am so excited that you're here today. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to join me. Whether you're just starting in bookkeeping or if you've been doing it for a while and want something simpler and more profitable, you're in the right place. I promise by the end of this session, you'll have a clear picture of how to own a real, profitable bookkeeping business without feeling like you're constantly chasing clients, piecing together systems, or feeling simply stuck and overwhelmed. So, quick story. I want to start with a little story about when I first started. And when I first started, I definitely had the skills. I had gone to school for accounting, I had worked my way up. The corporate ladder, if you will. So I had the skills, but building a business, I found that was a whole different story. And I spent months figuring out software, pricing, workflows, and so much more. Ironically, the top question we get is about gaining clients. And client acquisition, for me, that was the easy part. Consistently, however, bringing in clients became the big challenge. I'd hit walls with clients and momentum, and it was overwhelming, confusing, and honestly became incredibly frustrating. Does this sound familiar? That's exactly why I created Bookkeeper in a Box. So smart, capable people like you don't have to struggle the same way I did. Here's what we're going to cover today: the three biggest reasons bookkeepers get stuck, why learning bookkeeping isn't enough to actually earn income, and how to skip the overwhelm and step into a business that already works for you. By the end of this session, you'll see exactly how you can have a fully built bookkeeping business with clients and systems ready to go so you can start earning and serving clients right away. Before we dive in, I want to do a quick check in with you. Actually, I want you to do a quick check in with yourself. Think about where you are in your bookkeeping business right now. Are you just starting? Are you struggling to get clients? Are you confused and feeling overwhelmed by workflow and all of the tech needed? Keep that in mind as we go through today, because the solution I'll share addresses every one of those challenges. So I'm not going to waste your time today with another boring PowerPoint presentation. In fact, I only use the slides to help keep me on track. So what I know about you is, well, you're here because you want freedom, income, and confidence in both your bookkeeping skills and your ability to grow a bookkeeping practice. So my promise to you is simple. My promise to you today is that you'll walk away with a clear path to a real bookkeeping business that generates income without constant overwhelm. So let's get into it. Let's talk about how to own a profitable bookkeeping business that doesn't involve chasing clients or starting from scratch. Whether you're just starting out or you're a more seasoned bookkeeper, I promise by the end of this session, you'll have a clear picture of how to own a profitable bookkeeping business without chasing clients, piecing together systems, or feeling stuck. We're going to have some real talk about the fastest, most supported way to step into a real business that earns real income while actually enjoying what you do. So grab a notebook, make yourself comfortable, and let's get started. I want to start by sharing a little bit about me and why I created the 1 Hour Bookkeeper training system and now Bookkeeper in a Box. When I launched our firm, Busy Bee Advisors, back in 2016, I knew one thing. I knew I needed clients. I'd love to tell you I had a business plan. And you know what? I'm not going to lie. I simply didn't. In fact, I really didn't have much of a plan other than getting clients and doing whatever they needed me to. Well, honestly, whatever they needed for me to get them to hire me. So I did what so many people do when starting a business. I told everyone, and I mean everyone, I was starting my own bookkeeping firm. I emailed everyone in my address book, and I challenged myself to hand out as many business cards as possible. I attended every meeting or networking event I possibly could because so much of my activity was happening. Momentum began to catch up. And after just 11 days, my first prospect reached out. The next day, 2 more reached out, and so on. By the end of my first official month in business, I was serving 26 clients. Yep, totally exciting. I agree. I still get excited thinking about it. But if I'm being honest, I was completely overwhelmed. I was working longer hours than I had been when I had a job in corporate America. And I was trying to figure out software, pricing, clients, workflow, basically everything. I wasted months figuring out what worked. And even then, I would hit walls with getting clients, keeping my systems organized. While I did reach out to other accountants and bookkeepers that I knew, I was asking for small nuggets of advice, piecing things together, what worked for them, what didn't. And I quickly realized that they were struggling with the same things. They knew bookkeeping, but building a business, that was a whole other challenge. And that's exactly why I created this program. So you don't have to go through the same trial and error that I did. So most bookkeepers are smart and capable, but they're stuck. They work hard and begin to get some momentum, and then they stop. And here's the hard truth. Most bookkeepers never get past the almost there. You might know the skills, but clients aren't knocking. Tech is confusing, workflows are messy, to say the least, and you're left wondering if you'll ever get momentum and if this is even really worth it. If we were live, I'd ask you to raise your hand if that sounds familiar. And then I'd tell you you're not alone. And it's not because you're not capable or smart. It's because most programs don't actually teach you how to run a business, let alone a bookkeeping business that makes money from day one. So most courses teach you what bookkeeping is. They teach you the fundamentals. Coaching teaches you mindset. It encourages you to keep going and may teach you some skills as well, but both of those leave huge gaps. How do you consistently get clients? How do you price your services? What software actually works together? And what do you do when a client question or tech problem pops up? That's why people finish courses and still feel stuck. And that's exactly why I created Bookkeeper in a Box. So let's break it down. There are 3 things that stop bookkeepers from creating real income. They either have no systems and they feel as if they're reinventing the wheel every day. They have no consistent clients. Now, you may be in this boat and you may know bookkeeping, but clients definitely do not come automatically. They have no support. Questions pop up and there's truly no one to guide you. Does any of this sound familiar? Don't worry, we are about to fix all of that. So momentum comes from 4 things: systems that work, clients that are ready to pay you, support when you need it, and you having the confidence to deliver. Learning bookkeeping doesn't give you momentum, but having a real business ready for you does. While learning is nice, earning requires structure and guidance, and Bookkeeper in a Box provides you with all of this. So I'd like to paint a day in the life scenario for you. Imagine logging in, serving clients, and money that is regularly and predictably coming in. All of the benefits of working for someone else, essentially, without the downsides. You're in control. There's no tech headaches, no guessing, no prospecting stress. How would it feel to start here instead of starting from scratch? What if your business was already built when you started? Imagine logging into your business tomorrow. Software is set up, clients are lined up, and you have templates and workflows ready. Money is flowing in. How would that feel? Would it feel exciting? Would it feel liberating? That's what I want for you. The alternative, and really the only alternative to what we're about to discuss, is to purchase an existing bookkeeping practice. Now, most bookkeepers, even those with a somewhat thriving practice, will simply retire. They hang the towel up, they close the door, and that's it. It doesn't even occur to them to sell their businesses. So consider yourself lucky if you can find one that's for sale. Now, let's say you do find one that's for sale. It's common practice for a business when being sold to sell all equipment And by that, I mean desks, furniture, old computers. And the previous owners don't need or want all of that stuff. And honestly, neither do you. All you really care about is their book of business, their client list. So let's say you're fortunate and you find yourself a bookkeeping practice with clients for sale and they do a decent amount of business. So to keep our numbers easy, let's say their receivables, that means what they're bringing in for revenue, is about 50K for the year. If you're simply wanting just the clients, you're looking at a multiplier of 3. That's the average in our industry. So that firm that brings in 50K per year is selling for 150K. Now, keep in mind that doesn't include broker fees, which generally run about 10%, which also would include in that 10% your closing costs, or attorney fees, which may be needed depending on where you're located, which would add on an additional 10%, or the interest you'll be paying on that loan. And what do you get for your 150K? Clients that are used to someone else's pricing and someone else's practices. Now, these firms still sell, and they sell incredibly quickly. And I'll tell you what, that is great news for you as you build your practice. In addition to revenue that supports you and your lifestyle month after month, you now have an asset that you can sell sometime in the future. So I'm so excited well, this is the moment I've been excited to share. Introducing Bookkeeper in a Box. Now, if I had the tech skills, I would have music or some excitement playing, but we are going to keep this as real of a conversation as possible. So Bookkeeper in a Box is the first and only truly done-for-you bookkeeping business. It is not a course. It is not coaching. It is a fully built business with paying clients delivered to you, systems set up for you, and ongoing support to make sure you succeed. Everything is set up for you. You don't have to figure out clients. You don't have to figure out pricing. You don't have to figure out your tech stack, and you don't have to figure out workflows. This program is about showing up, serving, and earning. It's that simple. You don't have to figure out pricing your services. You don't have to figure out what services you're offering. You don't have to figure out, again, your workflows or how the process goes. We set those up for you and we train you how to utilize those systems. You don't chase clients. We deliver those to you. And maybe that's the most exciting part for you, not having to chase down clients. There's a different attitude that you find you'll have when you have 5, 10 clients that makes it not only possible for you to get referrals by doing a good job for those clients, from those clients, but you also have the ongoing support of our team and the accountability to make sure nothing slows you down. Basically, you show up, you serve your clients, and you start earning. It really can be that simple. We implement your core software. We design a professional website for you. We give you the workflows, templates, scripts. We provide you with your marketing materials. We provide you with pricing, guidance, and service structure, all completely dialed in. Clients are delivered, and you don't waste time building from zero. While you're learning the systems, our team is working behind the scenes, delivering real paying clients to you. You are literally stepping into a business that works from day one. 10 paying clients included. Real clients, not leads or prospects. No cold calling, no marketing stress. You step in ready to serve, not selling. And even better, we'll guarantee all of those clients for 30 days. Meaning, if it's not a fit, we'll replace it or them with a client that is. One of the other benefits is that you get your own branded guide to basic bookkeeping, looking similar to the book that you see on the screen, except instead of my name, you would see yours. Instead of my company colors, you would see yours. And instead of my logo, you would see yours. It's perfect for onboarding, referrals, gifts, and total credibility. Clients instantly see you as an expert, and you didn't have to stress about writing, branding, or credibility. So at 1 Hour Bookkeeper, we feel support is key. With Bookkeeper in a Box, you'll have a dedicated onboarding specialist to ensure you get off to a perfect start and know what to expect at every point in your bookkeeping journey. We offer office hours 3 times a week to get your technical bookkeeping questions answered, a once a week weekly group coaching calls to help keep you on track, monthly one-on-one coaching calls with me to hold you accountable. Plus, you get unlimited support from our team for 12 months. Real help for real client situations, to answer your questions and help you sort through all of the technological issues you may encounter. You're never stuck or left guessing again. You'll also get an invitation to our live events. Now, this is brand new, but I am so excited to get to meet all of you in person. You get to meet me, other boxers, all in person. Networking opportunities over breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The benefits are huge: learning, connection, and support from your peers, and support from us and our team. It becomes not just a program, but a community. The Bookkeeper in a Box program is perfect for aspiring bookkeepers simply wanting a shortcut, experienced bookkeepers seeking simplicity and a movement away from the chaos they've been experiencing, and professionals wanting a business that fits their life. I see it, and I think you should see it as well, as an opportunity if you're the right person, and it will not be the right opportunity for everyone. So this is not for you if, and I'll say this, be honest with yourself for a moment. This program is not for everyone. It's not for people chasing get rich quick schemes. It's not for people who don't want to work with clients. It is not for people who won't show up and do the work. If you want to make excuses, this program is not for you. The Bookkeeper in a Box program is available by application only, and we are only releasing 4 spots at a time. Most programs teach Bookkeeper in a Box delivers. You skip the trial and error, client acquisition stress, tech overwhelm, and let's be honest, those confidence gaps that can creep in. Instead, you step directly into a real business with real income, real support, and real momentum. To sum it up, we provide the systems, software, training, clients, support, giving you the confidence knowing all you need to do is show up and serve your clients. We've taken care of the rest. So let's have a quick recap. Imagine this: a business where systems, software, and workflows completely set up, 10 paying clients delivered directly to you, branded assets and credibility from day one, ongoing support from myself and my team whenever you need it. And that's the difference between struggling to start and stepping into momentum, confidence, and real income. Bookkeeper in a Box is perfect for people who want to cut to the front of the line and want a profitable bookkeeping business now. Are you ready to serve clients instead of chasing them? Do you want a business that fits into your life and not the other way around? It is not for people looking for a quick fix or who aren't ready to show up and work. We want serious people who are ready to take action. So as I said before, spots are limited to make sure everyone gets our full support. So here's what to do next. If you're ready to get started, on the next slide, there's going to be a link where you can apply for the Bookkeeper in a Box program. Once we receive your application, we'll schedule a quick call to make sure it's truly the perfect fit for you. And once you're in, you step directly into a real business. There's no guessing, no trial and error, and no more chasing clients. This is your chance to skip the overwhelm and start serving clients right away. Now, I know you might have questions, and I truly want to make sure you feel confident about this. So I urge you to schedule a call with a member of our team, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Remember, the sooner you take action, the sooner you can step into a business that really is already set up for your success. I urge you not to wait. Spots are limited to 4, and we only take people who are ready to show up and grow your business. Again, here's how it works. You apply to the Bookkeeper in a Box program. We'll schedule a call to explain the program in detail to you, answer all of your questions, and make sure it's a good fit. Only 4 spots are available to ensure every participant gets our full support. If you're ready to take action and step into a real business, this is your chance. We have a Q&A section that is available. If you click on the link in the slide in front of you, you'll be directed to our Bookkeeper in a Box program information. If you would like to apply or schedule a call simply because you have questions, you're not sure about filling out the application, I urge you to go to onehourbookkeeper.com and schedule a strategy session with a member of our team. I can't wait to help you launch the bookkeeping business of your dreams.